Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So, as you're probably aware, we're in the Mind Flayer Colony beneath Moonrise Tower, attempting to explore and discover more about the plot and the plan behind the Cult of the Absolute, which appears to be an attempt to co-opt the illithid grand design and use it to extinguish life on Toril, the planet on which we find ourselves. We've been exploring, we found quite a lot of stuff, fought a few fights. We have a lot more to go here. As we start out this episode, I want to check on one thing, which is that we found an illithid disc that we weren't able to read for some reason. I think it's this one. Let's see if we can actually read it now. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. It's starting a conversation, but then she doesn't actually read it. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I'm not sure if the disc itself is bugged or if there's a companion that's not here. Perhaps Lae'zel. Or if it's something about the location, but for whatever reason, we can't actually seem to read whatever that is. So let's move forward.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Okay, we do have another mind here, which we could interrogate in the mind scanning device. Let's pick this up, I suppose. Very small skeleton there. I wonder if that was meant to be a child? We have an opaque vat. Nothing in there. And then another one. Mucilaginous boxes and the fresh mind. We'll take the fresh mind for now. Might go stick it in the device and see what that's about. This device seems likely to push us all the way down there to deal with the final battle, so I think we're going to avoid that for now. We'll come back here later. There is another neural apparatus as well. There's also a restoration device here. We haven't seen these since the actual... nautiloid tank. Now, I can't quite remember, but does this restore spell slots? Let's check. It does. She got back her Channel Divinity and her level 2 spell slot. Very interesting. I think Astarion got back his spell slot as well. So this is like a free long rest whenever we want it, which is fantastic. I'm not quite sure about these neural apparatuses. Maybe we'll check the one over here.
Let's see what this does.
See what this does.
The platform's already here.
Yeah, okay, so they'll call the platform or send the platform. Got it. We don't want to go down there just yet. Knowing that this restoration device here is incredible means we can burn whatever we want on any given fight, come back, get a free long rest, and then continue onwards. Let's take a look. So I do want to check out the fresh mind, which means I think coming back over here, right? Or possibly down here. I can't quite remember where it was. Or maybe it was over here. Yeah, I think it was over here. Right, this was where we saw the relief. So we want to come over here to interrogate the fresh mind. And then we have two pathways we can kind of look at moving forward from there. So let's go see what we can find out from the fresh mind. Okay, there's a doorway there. We do have an intellect devourer here. We'll go ahead and empty that out. Grab this as well. Nothing. Some vases and baskets. A potato scone platter is nice enough. Let's send that to camp. That's half a long rest. We do have a rune slate here.
Descend, assemble.
A blur of noise and pain filtered through a newly born high mind staggered fresh from the spawning pool. The elder awakes, the elder births anew. But all is not right. Down in the darkness where the elder stirs, something else moves too. 3 shining lights, the taste of pain. Anything else we want to interact with here? Any other rune slates? Doesn't seem like it. Alright. Let's continue onwards.
Assemble, prepare. Evacuate.
I'm trying to remember what the way to get there is. Oh, there's another mind right here. A butchered mind. Yeah, there's a couple more of these we can interact with. Let's take that. I didn't recognize them the first time we passed by there because we hadn't found that machine yet, but we've got 2 minds we can interact with now. And we can look for more as well.
design, but death.
Okay, so the fresh mind and the butchered mind we can stick in here and speak with. Fresh mind, willing mind, and butchered mind. We already spoke with the willing mind. That was the troubadour. She's sort of useless. Let's get rid of that. Let's see what the fresh mind has to say.
It will know my design.
My head hurts. Can I go back to bed, Mummy?
Oh, yikes, it was a child. Well, this is deeply unsettling. I don't think we want to say that as true as it is. If this, I mean, we can't save this child. She's already been butchered. If we can get information out of her, that could help. How did you get here?
I live here. This is my house. Our house, right, Mummy? We saw a big spiky snail that fell out of the sky. I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. I wish you'd stop waking me up so much.
I'm pretty sure this is speaking about the nautiloid. Let's see if we can get her to tell us a little bit more.
With big wiggly legs.
Time to go back to sleep then. Good night. She doesn't know her name, so she says you.
Night, night, Mummy. Love you.
Okay. The willing mind, the true mind, and the fresh mind. I think we'll go ahead and... yeah. Fresh mind. I don't remember the waking mind. The fresh mind is the child. I think we're going to destroy all of these, because otherwise they're just going to sit here forever. According to what the Gith Zerai told us, she was awake and aware the whole time. So, yeah, I think destroying them, giving them peace is the best we can offer. I can't quite remember what the waking mind was. Oh, that was the Gith Zerai. Okay. Let's put the butchered mind in and see if we learn anything from that.
Shh. This place listens. It knows. If we're going to escape, we have to be smart.
You know a way out?
This place is alive. A big thinking thing, and it needs our flesh to grow. I've seen them put corpses in the walls, and they just melt away. So we've got to trick it, see? Make it think we're part of it. That's why the door's only open for... Wait. How did you get in here? Away, slave! They might have taken your mind, but they won't have mine!
All right. No good information there. So let's put these unfortunate souls out of their misery. Oh, wow. I can't destroy them?
Down.
I can't. That is so unfortunate. That means they're just going to be stuck here for eternity. Ah, what a horrible fate. I feel bad, but I tried. There's nothing else I can do. Where are we going? We're going the right direction? Yeah, okay. So, I think this is our finale. This is how we get down to Ketherick. So we've got these two routes. This one has to do with the devil asset. I do wonder if we should take somebody out of the party and bring Will along for that. I guess if I was going to take somebody out, it would probably be Shadowheart. Can I go to camp? I can't. So we can't go fetch Will, unfortunately. Alright, let's go take care of this now. Don't know what lies beyond this door, but it could be a fight. So let's sneak up. Let's make sure Light of Lathander's off. Good. Crack open the door and see what lies inside. Okay. Let's go into turn-based mode here. Who's still hidden? Karlach is hidden, Astarion is hidden, Shadowheart is hidden. Tava got seen. Let's open up with Astarion. Let's go sneak attack. We don't have the range. Unfortunate. Alright, let's just take a shot then. Critical hit, very nice to open up. Shadowheart is still hidden, as is Karlach. Let's see who we're dealing with here. We've got 3 intellect devours. There's 5 intellect devours in total, 3 in here that we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back there. Alright, so let's bring Karlach in. Let's get her involved. Let's bring her up to here. And then take shots. I guess this one? Yeah, here we go.
Poor fucker.
Okay. Let's finish up. Oh, what did it hit the... It hit the wall? Damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, Shadowheart, you come on in. And let's have you do, like, a firebolt on this guy.
Let's make this quick.
Critical miss. Alright, not great.
Nothing important.
Alright, Tava. Come on up. You've been seen, so you don't have to hide. Okay, that thing's dead. Not enough movement for these, I guess. She doesn't have an angle. So I guess we have to end turn here.
Let's have some courage.
You can move up and turn
Forever, pal.
and turn and turn. All right. Couple more intellect devours going to dash in. These guys should not present much of a challenge to us. The invisible hand can just do nothing. That's fine. Let's have Tava here do some work. Died. Dead. Very nice. Let's end turn for her. Astarion, let's have you move up and take a shot. Very nice.
Good.
Karlach, come on up. Take some shots. Can you hit this one? You can. All right. And because she got the kill, she gets to go again. Come on, 11 damage. There we go. Okay.
Side by side.
A little bit of frame lag there.
This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
So we have the infection bay here, it seems. Let's start looting, I guess. Investigating. It seems it didn't. I'm not quite sure whether we could have talked to these intellect devourers or what. All right, let's touch this pod.
When the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind.
Now this is a mind flayer.
Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the flaming fist, martial drills and courtly dances.
So someone was in this pod?
Courage of a soldier who became...
The Duke.
And the intelligence of a commander who became a duke.
So Baldur Ravengard was in this pod. We don't know what's happened to him, but he was here.
God was here. In this pod not long ago.
What is with the, like, 8-second long pause between dialogue lines? It's very strange. We can see that all of these are Mind Flayers, which means if we release one, we might release them all. This one over here does not appear to have been changed yet. This could be who we're looking for? Yeah, this could be the devil that we're looking for to free. Let's bring the entire group right up in here. Ready to fight. Ready to rock. And then we'll click one of these pods and see what happens. If they all get released, this could be a gnarly fight. But if they're one at a time, we should be able to handle it.
This pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravengard's search officer, Manip Shurgard. She laments her failure to locate him.
Okay, so they're not dropped out. We just get a little bit of lore at each one.
The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions. All that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. On my way. Amusement, curiosity, fascination. He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There's a long delay between the lines sometimes. It's very strange.
Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor. Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. Pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravengard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply.
So her transformation, her Ceramorphosis hasn't completed yet. This might release them all, possibly. I'm pretty sure that's who we're looking for. Let's save him for last.
Delirium, mania, laughter. His mind broke before the end, and he was laughing uncontrollably as the skin fell from his face.
Hell Rider for life? Now, is this a devil or is it a tiefling? Maybe... Wait, is that Zevlor? It is Zevlor. So it's not the person we're looking for, but we are interested in him.
You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond.
That's Zevlor for sure. We gotta get him out.
In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. When it comes, the returned city casts your people out, the devils who drag them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself. Courage, conviction, defiance. Even as her organs began to dissolve, she believed she could resist. The device does not react to your presence.
Okay, so we want to rescue Zevlor. And I have a feeling to release him, we're going to have to release all the others. And some of them have become Mind Flayers. So let's have the group cordon up around him. And then we'll have Tava hit the neural apparatus. And we'll try and slay this one and this one first. Because he's going to be weak.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device. and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet illithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Release, baby. Okay, as I thought, we're in the middle of a fight, and we've got, looks like 4 mind flayers to deal with. Okay, how do we want to open up here? We can go back to the restoration pod and get everything back. So definitely we'll use everything we've got here. I think we'll open up with a shriek from Shadowheart. Oh, she can't go yet. All right. Then for Tava, what's gonna be a great way to start? These guys have 71 hit points. What's a really good way to start here? Well, we want a bonus action. We're concentrating on this so we could open up with Concentrated Blast, do 3d6. What else do we have? Oh, I forgot about Shield of Thralls. That's too bad. We could use a Stage Fright bonus action. That could be good. What do we have? We have 2 over there. Yeah, they're kind of split up, so that's not super great. Celestial's Feeds Undead doesn't help us. Compelled Duel, not super great. Searing Smite, I'm not too worried about. Radiant damage and dazing could be good. More radiant damage there. Valve Enmity, Hunter's Mark, Thunderous Smite, Misty Step, Wrathful Smite, Branding Smite, Blinding Smite. I guess we just reapply Hunter's Mark here to this one. And then we'll dump some smites into him, I think. I don't know if Luck of the Far Realms will come back. But we can get all our spell slots back, so let's do a Divine Smite here. Very nice. Second hit. We killed him. Okay, that's a good turn for her. One shot at a Mind Flayer. Guess we can loot it since we're here. Let's go get based with another one if we can. To kind of give it disadvantage on ranged attacks maybe. It seems like we can't quite get where we want to go. We can move towards this one. What's our best move to position? I guess we go to the middle here so we can reach any of them on our next turn.
Don't waste a step.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Okay, Karlach. We would love to get a kill or a crit with her to get the extra action. That seems unlikely at best. Unless we open up with a sneak attack from Astarion. So let's have her move here. Let's have Astarion go for the sneak attack. Now this is 22 to 52 damage. That'd be amazing. Let's go for that. We do have Sharpshooter on, so he's only got a 60% chance to hit. If we turn Sharpshooter off, what's our potential damage? 42. All right, let's do that instead. All right, 24 damage. That's very nice. Let's go in for the little bit of extra to help Karlach try to get the kill here. And maybe silence him. They use psionics instead of spells, but maybe it's worth it. And turn there. Okay, you can go ahead and make some reckless attacks on this fool. Actually, I think I will use my bonus action here for a smite. We have radiant damage or fire damage. I'm not sure if they have resistances. They're immune to thunder. He did get silenced for 2 turns. Which has the higher damage output? 43, 43. It's basically the same. All right. Let's use a branding smite here. Let's make it reckless. Now, we can do that as a reaction, right? I think we need to go back and pick the branding smite instead. Okay. That got him pretty low. We might get the kill. We did get the kill. Okay, so we have another action. Can we get over to you and attack you? We can. All right.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Very nice. Let's go reckless. We still missed. Okay. Good turn for her.
Enough! My mind is my own!
Zevlor's alive and acting. Love that. All right. For Shadowheart, who's going next? This one's going, and then this one's going after her. So if we can take one of them out, perhaps with a command. She's not super huge damage. Although, yeah, we can restore all our spell slots. So what do we have here? Flame Strike? Flame Strike could be good. Like, what if we do this? It just hits him, right? Let's do it. 17 plus 20, not quite enough. We can throw a spiritual weapon at him. What do we want? Great sword, halberd, maul, spear, trident. Let's get a trident up in there. Okay. Unfortunately, it came pretty low on the initiative roll, but let's see what they do. Nice! Ooh, really good turn from her. Dazed, frightened, very low on health. I love it. The hand. Okay, Karlach is stunned and took 12 damage. Damn, I wish the thing's movement was just a little bit better. Just barely out of range. It's too bad. All right, Tava, come on in and, I guess we're gonna make some... Oh no, that's Astarion. All right. Yeah, let's take our sneak attack on this guy. That kills him. Very nice. Now Tava gets in there. And... finishes the Mind Flayer? Yes.
No time for mercy.
All right.
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived.
Some. Others ended up in a cell in Moonrise. That's on you? No. They found refuge. What the hell has happened out there, Zevlor? So I don't quite remember. I guess as I recall, they made it to Last Light Inn, or they were on the road to Baldur's Gate, and then they got ambushed by the cultists. And then I think some of them made it to Last Light and then left to try and save the others. It was just a bunch of nonsense. I guess this is the best answer. Some of them survived. Others ended up in a cell in Moonrise. That's on you.
Somehow I suspect it's worse even than you imagine. Likely you heard that I broke, or froze, or some other lie kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
The truth is, if it wasn't for the astral prism, that probably could have happened to us too. We know about the power that the tadpoles wield. It does sound like you were being enthralled. It's not your fault. Yeah, that's my response.
It would be nice to think so, but whatever these monsters twist us into, I believe it begins in us. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends, but I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place.
Find your people. They need you.
They have you. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
All right, find Zevlor's complete. Let's check out these other 2 NPCs who survived, who we rescued. Gauntlet Yiva.
I don't know how to thank you. I thought I was done for. This is a bleeding shit show. Half my squad's dead, the other half sporting tentacles. We came here to rescue Duke Ravengard. But we didn't stand a chance.
Did you see the Duke?
Yeah. He was in one of the pods. The cultists took him away. He was still human, and still trying to put up a fight.
Well, that's good to know. Okay, what about this person over here? Manip Shurga.
Oh, stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod. In there it only smelled like me. Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive? No. Tell by your expression. Gonna have to fall on my sword, aren't I?
I don't know about that. So these Mind Flayers were fresh out of the pod. I don't expect they'll have much. A frosted ear. Or arsonist well, okay. A topaz. There's 60 gold. We'll take that. And then there's this one, right? A cloud giant finger. Okay. Well, everybody's back together. That was a very nice fight. That was very successful. Hold on. We want to go back to the restoration pod thingamajig. And that's this way.
Assemble, prepare, obey.
It's down here.
Seems simple enough.
So if I've understood this correctly, this is essentially equivalent to a long rest. We should get back everything. Including Shadowheart's 5th level Flame Strike.
What's next?
Yeah, there it is. Amazing. So cool. Makes exploring this area much more fun because you can just go wild at every single combat if you want to. So taking a look, I think we'll come up here now and see what's up this pathway. We have another door here. Let's sneak up. Okay, no immediately obvious threats.
Never wanted the easy path.
Yikes. Okay, this area is pretty dark. What do we have here? Harry Henry, Maghu Booge, and Ironfinger. Okay, I don't know what this is. But it doesn't seem... I'm not sure. So let's just stand up and go. I mean, we're at completely full health. Let's just walk forward and see what this turns out to be.
Bring death. General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
Cressa Bone Daughter. Okay. Do we want to try to get information out of her? I don't know who she is or what she's doing, but you should be careful throwing such accusations at a true soul.
Trying to pull rank? And yet not a word of concern for our dear General. I shall present your bones to General Thorm as retribution for what you did to him.
Okay, so these three are enemies, so we should have gone for the ambush, but well, oh well, it's too late. Alright. Let's burn another flame strike because it's super fun, and it's an area effect. Let's see if we can get all four of them. We can. Let's do that. Amazing. Amazing. Look at their portraits. Oh, that was cool. Okay, so that's Shadowheart's turn. Good turn from her.
This could be fine.
Let's have Karlach go in and try and get a kill. Who's most likely to die here? 12, 15. Let's go after this one. Do we have Great Weapon Master enabled? We do. All right.
Need to learn the hard way.
That's him dead. There we go for her. Oh my god, amazing. We're gonna one-shot them before they get to do anything. That's a good flame strike, Shadowheart. And well done, Karlach. Cool fight. Alright. Not much of a challenge there. Wow. Yeah, overpowered, right? Really cool. So we didn't get much information out of them. I don't know what they were talking about, but we snuck in too fast and didn't overhear their whole conversation. But whatever, they were loyal to the general, they can just die. Got some goodies there. This guy had nothing but trash. Same for him. And the little one, the Bone Daughter chick, however, had a Mirkanite Scourge. We've seen these before. The D6 of Necrotic is fine, but we've got like 5 of these back at camp now. What else do we have here? An altar, a big-ass skull, some skulls and candles. Not a lot of interest here. A severed leg, severed pelvis, torso, head, severed arm.
Further can I go?
Yeah, alright. Well, I'm not sure what this chamber is for or what it was about, but it's sort of done now, isn't it? That was pretty funny. That flame strike, man. Amazing. In the chest, we have a scroll of gaseous form. What else? The Journal of Matthew Booge. That's the guy, one of the guys we just killed. We got some wicker baskets and whatnot. Some rotted cheese. Rotted carrot. Nothing much. Alright, so we'll read this journal. I remember our life as country surgeons back in Nashkel. We only ever wanted to be the best. To learn how to staunch any mortal wound. How did we get here? Cressa hasn't been herself since her pet True Soul was shipped out on that nautiloid. I haven't been able to so much as touch her. I find myself growing green at the thought. My own wife revolts me with those experiments. Not really my wife any longer. I thought getting that favorite creature dispatched would bring her back to herself, but she pines for that damned feral corpse with aching need. She finds out I ratted out to Balthazar that she was keeping it and got it sent away. She might kill me. That's right, we did read something about this in Balthazar's journal. He forced her to send something away, hoping it would bring her back to her senses, and then she kept going like crazier and crazier, and he's like, I've been too lax with her. I'm not quite sure who she was, this Cressa Bone Daughter, or what she was up to, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're just killing all of them, so sort of a moot point, right? What they were doing, who they were. All that matters is that they're not doing it anymore. Alright, the Mistress of Souls research log. Experiments on the first one, day 4. Again, I've noted a fluid leakage from the oral cavity and have ascertained the cause. Due to the unusual method of parasitic insertion, the secretions of the creature within are leaking out, rather than being absorbed by the brain as we have noted in other thralls. I cannot say why the parasite is evacuating this oil, but it has the scent of garlic. We now know indicates it has fed on the host's brain matter itself. I've collected a sample of ear fluid. Day 5, Vivisection Day today. showed no sign of pain as I was unraveling the long intestine, but instead grabbed the organ as if it were a rope, reached to wrap it around my neck as if to strangle me. But all the strength in its poor arms is quite gone. I had to thread the guts back into the body. We'll try again another day. You know, she's experimenting. This was part of, I think, of the process of figuring out how to manipulate the tadpoles to become to do what they wanted, to prevent actual ceramorphosis, and leave their creatures in a state where they could infiltrate, right? We also have Cress's notes here. I've seen 1,000 ears. Some have the reflexes to twitch when they know the worm is about to burrow. The worm takes longer to get through if the entry hole isn't cleaned. I've taken to torching them with an ear candle. It all makes for dull work. I'm tired of ears. Tired of my only order being create thralls. Apparently, all we need to know about the brain is being handled by the Chosen. I'm forbidden from studying these dull thralls. I need a new one. One that Balthazar doesn't know of. A creature of exceptional will, like my old dear pet, can keep fragments of its own mind intact while affected by the parasite. We need to know why. So she had some sort of creature of exceptional will. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. I don't know if we'll ever find out what it was.
Here goes nothing.
Oh wait, that's back to the entrance. What do we have here? Harry Henry's journal. These slick innards, these fluid chambers. How long have we been here, making thralls? I don't want to any longer. Mirkul is drowned out in my head by my own spiral fears. The Bone Lord doesn't want a coward. None of this looks real. I'm in a kraken belly. I'm turned inside upside. I'm dead. Mirkul's gray waste always sounded peaceful. Not like this. Mirkul, one of the 3 gods of death. In the rustic chest, an antidote and some gold. Now hold on. This is going up there, so we'll come back to this in a moment. And then, yeah, this is the last room. There's a closed mind here. We might want to investigate that. Letter from Ironfinger. She's going to put me in. She's going to put one in me any day. Cressa, who was initiated the very same hour as I all those years ago. She's going to put a parasite in my ear when I sleep. Can't bear to be without a pet to experiment on. Needs to have a thrall locked away so she can go further than Balthazar will let her. Cressa. I remember when we were just stomping on ant piles and raising them back up. Our very first deaths. I hope you remember, somewhere. I am curious to know what's in the closed mind here. So we should go get our flame strike back and investigate the mind. And then we've got to come up here and work on that. It would be nice if you could sort of teleport around inside dungeons like this. Let's see, we go this way to get to the restoration device.
Descend. Prepare. Obey.
Hey. God, it's really crazy nice having that. And then we're coming down here. So we're going left. Okay. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Where's the right one? Over here. Okay. One more mind to interrogate.
they won't be laughing much longer. Won't be any more of this. No gnomes in the city, watch, Brevin. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know how it gets me into the watch, but he seems the smart sort.
Okay, so this was some sort of gnome who wanted to get into the watch and got tricked by Gortash. Not as much information as I would have hoped, but I had to check. Alright. Well, folks, we freed Zevlor and have made progress clearing out more of this amazing Mind Flayer Colony. There's really only one path left to us, which is to head up and see if we can find Maul and the others, as well as working on rescuing Zariel's asset from Moonrise Tower. So I'm going to take a break here, but when we come back, we'll head up to this last part. And then once that's taken... Oh, hold on. I see some... Oh, they're not alive. We already killed them, I think? Yeah. When we come back, we'll head up and finish this last section here, and then we'll take the platform down to confront Ketheric Thorm and the giant tentacle monster that's at his beck and call, and see if we can't finally finish out Act 2. What a long, crazy, story-rich game. We're nearly 90 hours in. This is episode, I think, 103. And we're just about to finish Act 2. There's a whole third act to get through. So this is probably going to be my longest series ever. But I thank you guys for watching, and I thank you for coming along on this journey with me. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough, the choices I'm making, my thoughts about the game as I ramble on during playthrough. Really appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. Take care.